Day 646, being Christopher Cruz. Just out going for a walk. I just got off a call. So I woke up this morning and I got a $200 transfer from church, which is great because I was assisting them on Saturday nights for a month. And so that was awesome. I actually have some cash. Wow, I can like pay for some things. I can get some gas. That's great. And then I got a message from earlier this morning from a pastor that I met at the event that I spoke at in Denver. And he just wanted to chat. So I get on the phone. How you doing? We connect. I tell him about the event and what's going on. And he's like, it's so interesting because I think that when you were on the stage in Denver, I know I saw it and I'm sure a lot of people saw it, but we saw the seeds in you that you are meant to speak to the heart of the church. You are meant to speak to believers. Like, I think so many of us in that room could see it. You didn't know it, you didn't see it, but I knew it. You were meant to speak to the heart of the church. And I was just like, wow. And he told me about this event, this conference that they're doing in 2 weeks, beginning of November. I think it's in like Nashville or something like that. And sounds like it's going to be great. Like a bunch of like entrepreneurial believers, which is the exact kind of people I want to be around. And yeah, he invited me a few weeks ago, and he called me and he was like, yeah, I just wanted to follow up and see what your thoughts were on that. And I was like, yeah, I would love to go. I just don't have the money for it. And he's like, well, I can get you a ticket. And I can see if there's anyone else that might be able to bless you with something. And he was like, yeah, just let's see what God does. And I'm like, yeah, because I would love to be in a conference like that. Like, I would love, like, those are the people I want to speak to. Those are the people that God is calling me to. And so I want to be at these conferences. Like, those are the things I want to speak at. And so we just had this really good conversation. And then he prayed for me at the end. And he said, thank you, God, for the undoing that you've brought Chris through. And I was like, wow, that's powerful. Like, these last 7 months of being in the internship, there was so much undoing my pride, undoing my self-righteousness, undoing my fear, undoing my unbelief. There was so much undoing. Like, God is removing so many things that weren't me, but that were running my life. And when he said that, that just really hit me. It was like, yes, God, thank you for the undoing. Like, thank you so much for pulling the things out of me that weren't meant for me. And that was just like a powerful, like, wow. That was just like a dang. Like, that hit me hard in the best way. And so yeah, it was just a really encouraging conversation. And yeah, I feel so ready to go, just so ready to go. And so yeah, I'm excited. Today's gonna be great. I have a coaching call later on today, and then I have X18, which is my church does a group kind of Bible study every Thursday night. So I'm going to be in that. And I'm going to keep working on this business and getting this thing out there. So last night I got these great ideas for my framework process. And so that's really important because I didn't realize, but now that I'm learning all this stuff and learning from these crazy successful experts on all this stuff and in the industry, they're like, you need to have your own framework. The moment you have your own framework, you become an expert and you have a much higher perceived value. And it's like, I do purpose coaching and I actually have a framework. I've just never turned it into a framework. And then I go to the event last week and Pedro's got this framework for Kingdom Entrepreneurs. And it's this 6-step framework. And God gave that to him. And I have a 6-step framework for finding your purpose, and God gave that to me. And I didn't realize until I watched this video where she's talking about how valuable frameworks are and what it does for people. People love to see a step-by-step process that they can understand, that's tangible, that makes sense to them. It also makes you an expert and an authority in what you do. It's your own proprietary information and your own proprietary process, so it separates you from everyone else, and it makes what you do so much more valuable because you've actually put it into a process and you have a term for it. And so I'm thinking about the name of the process. Is it the Find Your Purpose framework? Is it the Purpose Puzzle? Is it the 6-step purpose process? Like, I just have to come up with a name, but I created this image of the structure of on the middle, it's a big circle. And in the middle of it, there's the 3 aspects of your purpose: the person you're born to be, the work you're born to do, and the difference you're born to make in the world. So that's the inner circle. And then there's an expanded circle where in the expanded circle, it has the 6 different things that are part of your purpose. So with the person you were born to be, I should just show this. It's in my room drawn out. I'll show it. And then so there's the 6 steps, and then on the outside of that, there's one more circle, and it has the emotions that are tied to each part of your actual purpose, which is just like, it's so good. It's pretty, there's some detail in it, but when I explain it, I'm going to explain the center first, simplified, expanded, and then the emotional piece, why that's so important. Like if you are struggling with feeling fulfilled, well, fulfillment is tied to your values. So somewhere you're out of alignment with your values. If you're not feeling powerful, well, power is tied to your gifts. So where are you not using your gifts on a daily basis in your life? Confidence is tied to your identity. Where are you not being your 4 core inner lion words? And so they'll be able to see with this framework, like here are all of the different aspects of purpose, and here's the emotions that they're tied to, and this is the whole purpose framework. And when you have alignment with all of these, you feel these emotions significantly, and whenever you don't feel them, you can look at this framework and realize, oh man, my confidence sucks right now. Oh, because I'm not stepping into my identity. I'm not being confident, courageous, bold, and fun, which is who God created me to be. Or, oh man, I'm feeling unfulfilled. You could look at, oh, that's tied to values. Well, where am I out of alignment with my values right now? See, like, that just came to me. That just completely came to me of how they can use it. Wow, what a big, beautiful butterfly. So not only is it a framework, it's a tool that they can use. Dang, that's awesome. Okay, I gotta get to work. The juices are flowing already.